Breaking news, the Biafra Defense Forces were on the move when they were accosted by some Anra vigilante group members and a heated battle ensued, which led to some of the AVG members running into the bush with bullet wounds, and then their operational vehicle was set ablaze. It was a heated encounter, and this is happening currently in Anambra State. Let me allow you to watch the full video.
No be lie. ABC, show your body. ABC, show your body. Show una get strength. Government foolish. Foolish government. Zoo government. Zoo government, come. Man, una die finish. This one is small. This one is small. This one is small one. Una go see shey. Yes, say in the happen. Una go die. Chaka, come first. Man, see man now. Why you not that wrong? Come, we there. We see there. Thunder. Ole, blue poloshi. Ogu kosha pono sha. All you will also go all now. All I mean this today, 1st December. They ain't going lost for December. By one sir, Nyande AVG, Tata 1st December 2025. All I mean. Ndara feeling no way, huh? Mpomo gena mapatapa Hebrews of fire, ma ya popeda iwe. Nana me do rizeka umuchukuri tu na machine. He grobezi osa popedobezi ha. Ma to promoter, na nga to promoter eba. So na yoku. Agbachaga motor na pia. Ma do nwe ko si ada, ai ka no kwa. Ai chogide tra che ta kwa ze ba ai bra. Ka gbukwa na onwe ha menwu. Mana obinigbe. Pa obinigbe na agba first. Yeah, we got about first. Some correct breath wound. I not to know because someone that down on here. One that down on here. So men are good to go. Come on. When us pullers of the land, they know themselves. I want to do every. They got a nice. Oh yeah, they here. Ubago they're too small now. Military army, they're too small. Udogachi, they're too small. I connect here now for go side. 5 months, sir.
So these men were actually on patrol. They were actually on patrol securing their territory. And then these AVG members saw them and opened fire on them. Quickly, they had to drop their vehicles and then face the AVG members, which led to many of them running into the bush with bullet wounds. And then their vehicles were set ablaze. You see, it is time that the members of the defense force quickly complete whatever action they are doing, whatever preparations they are making, and come out in full force. It is very important at this time where the zoo government is trying to, point their hands into our eyes. In fact, they have already pointed their hands into our eyes by sentencing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. So they are waiting for our retaliation. One thing you must understand is that this government, ab initio, not even from these people's time, even from the previous people who were leaders of this country, they have this template that they work with. What do? They will take a particular action and then watch public opinion. If you keep quiet, they will do more. If you keep quiet, they will do more. So what they are doing by the action they took against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to watch what the response of the Biafra Defense Forces will be, what the response of the Biafran people will be. This is the time that everybody needs to stand up. If you can speak, speak. If you can act, act. If you can write letters, write. If you can force their hand by way of action, military action, do. This is the time where all hands must be on deck to ensure that we fight squarely and fight in one accord for our own peace, for our own dignity. This is a very big slap on the faces of everyone who calls himself a Biafran. They continue to liaise, to hobnob with criminals, politicians. They continue to hobnob with terrorists in the north. Yet a man who has not lifted a gun, a man who only made proclamations with his mouth, is sentenced to life imprisonment. Whereas these same politicians continue to go into the bush to, meet with these terrorists, have dealings with them, peace deals with them, continue to pay their ransom, continue to pay them heavily. This government continue to pay all these, terrorists and bandits heavily. Have you seen their weaponry? Have you seen their arsenal? Have you seen the kind of weapons they control? Weapons that cannot be sold to individuals. Weapons that can only be sold to government officials. These people have it. How do they get it? They make their barracks loose, open for them, very porous for them to penetrate and pick all these things. It is just like handing over of all their military hardwares to these terrorists. When they purchase, they will smartly hand it over to these terrorists, claiming that the terrorists attacked a whole barrack, a whole military barrack formation. They claim that terrorists attacked, overran the barracks, had the opportunity to calmly pick every weapon they have in their arsenal. You can imagine. In a place where they know that war can break out at any time, that the soldiers should be at 100% alert. Yet, these people come and take over. Do you not see a semblance of rotten leadership? Rotten leadership. And a premeditated plan to hand over all these things to these Fulani terrorists. Open your eyes. It is time for the Biafra Defense Forces to start heavy action against our oppressors. These our oppressors, these politicians, these military personnel on the road intimidating innocent Biafrans. They need to be taught a very big lesson, and urgently, very, very urgently, they need to be taught a very big lesson. Kudos to the defense forces. We need to see more, but the ones that are important for you to show us. If it is not important, keep it to yourself. Protect yourself. Cover yourself. Let your informations be private to you. There's no need sharing to us. Once you see that it's important, you can share to the public. You can share where we can see. But continue to do your actions. Those in Biafra land will continue to see the actions that you are doing. They will continue to know that you are there. They will continue to see if our people will always say, if can tell. Udo